It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Chargers and the Bengals on Sunday night primetime.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Coming up tonight as we close another Sunday of football, we have a fantastic matchup for you between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Welcome, everyone, to the start of the NFL postseason. Kate Scott, Brock Heward here as these teams begin the journey toward the Super Bowl. And at this stage, Brock, it's a daunting task ahead to make it all the way. They need 3 straight wins against the best teams in the NFL, beginning with this one right here, right now.
Yeah, Kate, and I love the way you say that right there. You just lay out the journey.
And we are underway in this AFC Wildcard Weekend contest. Darius Davis to return it. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. But now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product, Justin Herbert.
True story. First time I saw Justin Herbert at the Pac-12 Media Days, I thought, that can't be Justin Herbert. That guy looks like a defensive lineman. He is massive. But then you watch him play and you realize he's one of those 6'5", 6'6" guys that's the athlete of a 6'2". The way that he moves so effortlessly, the way that rocket arm could throw the ball all over the field, and hyper productive statistically. Kind of like that Fouts guy that wore the lightning bolt before him. On any given Sunday, this guy can put on a show.
Connects with his back, Kimani Vidal. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And the Chargers will have a first. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Short pass caught by his tight end. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively. Well, this group right here, Brock, poised to make a run in the playoffs. But they've had to earn that trip to the postseason, haven't they, without some of their teammates here on the field.
And for everyone on this injury report, the key is recovery. If you got a shot to make it back, any shot, you're going to do all you can to be a part of a playoff run. And for those guys out there playing today, the key word is prevention. Do not add anybody else to this list before the postseason arrives. You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Herbert on first down. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Loud McConkey with a touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here are the Bengals now as they get set for their opening drive. They're led out by the legend over in LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow.
Hey, it's very easy for me to use all these psychological cliches, Kate, right? Got to flush it. You got to play one play at a time. You got to flush last week's 5-interception performance. But the reality is you got to be in the moment. You can't even be thinking about last week. You got to think about every play, guard that ball with everything you got, and most importantly, help your team find a W.
And they had that one contained right at the line. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James.
Second and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Tight end going in motion here. Gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. And that will not be enough for a first down. 3rd and just 2 to go. Straight ahead, it's Brown. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
This is hauled in by T. Higgins. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Burrow setting up the play action. Got a man, it's Gesicki. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Throwing the out route complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
3rd and short, it's Burrow. The throw is caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And he'll get them enough for a first down. Burrow from the gun. Has it in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earned some momentum.
And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal. Burrow to the air now. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Bengals finish up their opening drive. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
On is Cade York for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to the air, Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Here's a give inside to Edwards. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Herbert back to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Gets this to McConkey. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Running behind center with Edwards. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. They get 6 and a first down as well.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. Both teams neck and neck so far. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. That's a catch for Hayden Hurst. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. From the red zone now. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a second quarter lead. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. On the return, here's Jones. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Cincinnati headed back out for its second drive now. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of them.
He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
You're good on the point after. And the Bengals tie things up at 14. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. This return starts at the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for first down. Now L.A. getting its offense all set to go. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. It is Cup left side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 37. Completed to Hurst. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. Short side option here. He's running left. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Ball start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Here we go, 2nd and very long. This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Herbert from the gun. This one's caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. 8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jermaine Pratt picks it. And the Bengals take over as he records his 10th career INT. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
So now here comes the Bengals on offense. Well, Brock, it only took them 1 play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. Play action now. Burrow. Hauled in left side. And he's all the way to the edge and out of bounds along the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Burrow. Catch made by Chase Brown. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be first down, Bengals. Burrow out of the shotgun. Into the hands of Gesicki. Complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Got a man, it's Gesicki. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Out of the shotgun, Burrow finds his man, Chase. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Just excellent effort on that catch. In a lightning-quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
On 1st down, here's Burrow. Touchdown, Cincinnati! So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
York now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Returning it from the 4. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. And they're a touchdown back, Brock, as they take over down 21-14. Opening carry of the game for Kimani Vidal. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Putting a receiver in motion. On 3rd down, Herbert. Completed here to Johnston.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And the fair catch secure here at the 16. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. No return on that punt. And the Bengals are going to be backed up to begin this drive. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Hey, range? Range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Has it downfield, working the left. He's off to the races. The 30. Gets the 10. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take a 13-point lead. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Okay, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
York tacks on that extra point. And the Bengals double their lead to 14. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And they need some kind of score here, Brock, to keep this from getting away from him on the road in the postseason. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Forced out to his... And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Take a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. Had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Another try following the sack. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
I'll tell you this, Kate, that's so we got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play call back.
And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. So no return on that punt. And it'll be Bengals football. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
We're to the 2-minute warning from the jungle. The Bengals pushing for a score before the break. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Burrow from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. Extra defender in the secondary now for the Chargers. 3rd down coming. Throwing is Burrow. Complete beyond the marker. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Working inside the red zone. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. That one's rejected at the line. And now it's 2nd down. To throw again, it's Burrow. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down. Now ahead of 3rd down. We get a pause here. They're going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
Burrow setting to throw. Drops back. Needs an open man. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Brown on the inside give. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Timeout taken by the offense. They're second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
4th down, pressure on him. He was not backing down for a second. Nice effort to carry the rock. More importantly for his offense to get a 1st down.
Burrow back to throw. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Bengals boat racing them to the halftime locker room. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. York now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals stretch their lead to 21. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. 2nd and 6 now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. The final timeout taken by the Bengals. J.K. Scott on the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. 65 yards on the punt there. And they'll take over with minimal time remaining in the half. Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Here we go.
That's the half in this opening round AFC postseason matchup. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. This, the last of our 3 games on this Wild Card Sunday. Again, one more to follow tomorrow night as we wrap up an exhilarating 3 days of Super Wild Card Weekend. We saw a strong first half out of the quarterback, Joe Burrow. He was nothing short of amazing, throwing 4 touchdown passes to help push his guys out to a sizable halftime lead. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the 3rd quarter. On the return, here's Jones. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Bengals are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And our team in the truck putting these highlights together, well, they certainly had plenty of touchdowns to choose from. 4 of them, actually. Though the way he's been playing, Brock, you cannot count on him being done reaching that end zone just yet. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Brown. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Throwing now from the gun. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. On the ground, Brown. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Second down now, 7 to go.
11, mighty.
Burrow setting up the play action. Defense is too much here. The Chargers drag him down. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And he's going to go. It's a pick six. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers get it back to a 14-point game.
Chargers 21.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. On the return, here's Jones. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. And you can see in these clips quite an extensive highlight reel he's put together in what is a 4-touchdown game for him already.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say this guy's in the zone. I know in hoops, sometimes shooters say that hoop looks and that basket looks enormous. Right? I know on a golf course you're thinking, man, everything is a birdie. For this guy today, 4 touchdowns on the ledger, he's made it look easy.
First down, Burrow to throw. That's Gesicki. He's got it. Give him 24 on that play. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out.
False start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Burrow. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Here we go, second and very long. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertical.
And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. 3 touchdown catches in one game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting it on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they could find a way to win this one, is this receiver will celebrate it with all of his guys.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Returning it from the 4. This return makes it up to the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Looking to his fullback now. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
It is caught left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Running with Vidal out of the gun. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. They bring their tight end left. Herbert from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They'll go from the gun with Edwards. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. That was Geno Stone up there to make that play. Extra DB out there for the Bengals. 3rd down coming. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. On the move, headed right. He's running for it. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They snap it to Herbert. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Herbert with a blitz coming. This one's caught. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now Herbert again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they're left with 4th and short. The Chargers sending out Dicker the kicker to add 3 to the board. A very short kick here from the right hash. Brown's kick is up and good. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
On the return, here's Jones. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The Bengals, ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. They are in great shape here as we wind down this third quarter. They've got a 3-score lead. Another, that could put this just too far out of reach. First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Into the hands of Gesicki. Complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
From the 39. Got his target, it's Higgins. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Offense set for a first and 10. Play action now, Burrow. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Chargers, they're going to take over after his 9th interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for first and 10. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Caught by the open man. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers make it an 11-point ball game.
Chargers 31.
The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. On the return, here's Jones. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. 1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. It's the Bengals with it, 1 quarter from continuing their postseason run. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Gesicki. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Brown again. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Chargers have some new life in the 4th.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
The Charger offense making its way to the field. And they should be well rested. They were only out there for 1 play last drive, and they found the end zone. It's Edwards on the carry. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be second down. Back to the air, Herbert. Ball finds his running back, Gus Edwards. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a first and goal. From the red zone now. It's an LA touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Crucial moment of the game here as the Chargers try for two.
The Chargers will line up for the two-point conversion.
Herbert throwing again. And he goes down, the pressure gets home, and they will not take another two off that lead. So a little pressure alleviated by the touchdown, but plenty still remains. Gonna need to manufacture another trip to the end zone as they trail by 5.
This feels a little bit like a golf event to me, Kate, where those golfers will spend a big round not even looking at the scoreboard, not even know where they sit. But then when it gets down to winning time, they do know exactly what they need. And to consider that golf analogy, well, this team now needs a birdie when it matters the most.
On first down, here's Burrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. And it sets up second down. Burrow from the gun. Hits him on the in route. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Third down, 1 yard to go. Burrow out of the shotgun. That's Gesicki. He's got it. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. To throw again, it's Burrow. He'll get this one to Brown. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now it's Brown. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
11 MT, 11.
Burrow setting up the play action. Buying some time right. He's running with it. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they face second down. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. A strong 9-yard effort there, Brock, and it brings up 3rd and 1. They kick the running back in motion. And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still third down.
The penalty makes this a 3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun, Burrow escapes the pocket. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Oh, man, those defensive players hate slippery quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corral them behind the line there. He evades them long enough to turn a potential loss into positive yardage.
On comes Cade York. A lot riding on this kick. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Edwards on the carry. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10. Here's Herbert. This will be caught by Vidal. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Now Edwards. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A split second, all to keep the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 2nd down. The tight end going in motion right. 2nd and 10 now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. He'll throw it. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
That kick is no good. Oh, he mishit it. And they continue to trail by 8.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First down, Burrow to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. They send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And 4th and 4 coming up. The Bengals send out the punting unit. And this one gets out of bounds. It was pushing some distance towards the goal line, but gets out at the 5. The Chargers and Joshua Palmer set to go to work again. They could only set up a lengthy field goal attempt their last possession, Brock, so some room to improve in how far they can advance the football here. Back to throw. He's got the hook up to Vidal. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They've got first down from the 31. Here he is to throw. He finds McConkey. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Geno Stone picks it off. And the Bengals make the play that should win them this game.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
The Cincinnati offense headed out now. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
They'll run again with Brown. And he ranges forward to the 31 before they bring him down. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. 3rd and just 2 to go. He's back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They take one final knee. Time's going to run out. Brock, their playoff story begins with a victory. A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. So in the jungle, the Bengals take the win. And they're headed to the divisional round next week. Great start to their playoffs and getting the win at home, but the test's only getting harder from here on out. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from Cincinnati.